The air is thick with anticipation, a kind of electric excitement that seems to shimmer in the early morning light. There's a gentle hum of conversation, the shuffle of shoes on the platform, and the distant clatter of luggage wheels. Every sense is heightened as if the platform itself is alive with possibility. It's a feeling you just don't get at an airport, where everything is rushed and impersonal. Here, time seems to slow down and every moment is savored. The platform is a stage, and everyone is part of the unfolding story. The whistle cuts through the morning, sharp and clear, promising adventure and stirring the imagination. It's a sound that signals the start of something special, a journey into the unknown, where anything can happen. Kids press their faces to the glass, eyes wide with wonder as they watch the crew in crisp uniforms. For them, the platform is a place of magic, where dreams of far-off places and grand adventures are born. This is where the journey begins, on the platform, surrounded by the living heart of the railway. The energy is contagious, and even seasoned travelers can't help but feel a flutter of excitement. A vintage train isn't just transportation, it's a time machine with plush seats and stories in every polished brass fitting. Each carriage whispers tales of past travelers, of laughter, secrets, and whispered goodbyes. You can almost hear echoes of laughter and farewells from decades past, as if the walls themselves remember every embrace and every tearful wave. The conductor, straight out of a classic film, calls, "All aboard!" and the words hang in the air, full of excitement and promise. It's a call that stirs the soul, inviting everyone to step into a story that's still being written. People move with lighter steps, ready to leave the rush of the modern world behind. There's a sense of camaraderie among strangers, united by the shared thrill of departure. As you step into the carriage, the scent of old leather and lemon polish greets you, mingling with the faint aroma of coal and steam. It's a sensory invitation to relax and let the world slip away. You find your seat by a large window, your own throne for the journey. The seat is soft, the view endless, and for a moment, you feel like royalty, ready to watch the world unfold. The final whistle blows, and with a gentle lurch, the adventure begins. The platform slips away, replaced by the promise of new sights and stories just waiting to be discovered. The city slips away, replaced by rolling countryside and the hypnotic clatter of wheels on track. Each mile brings a new view, a new chapter in your journey. This isn't just travel, it's an event, a celebration of the golden age of rail. Laughter and conversation fill the carriages, and every moment feels like a memory in the making. And it's one you don't want to miss. The magic of the platform is just the beginning. What lies ahead is a journey you'll remember long after the train has reached its final stop. To understand Canada, you have to understand the railway. The Canadian Pacific Railway was a monumental feat, an audacious dream that stitched the country together. Riding these vintage trains is like flipping through a living history book. The journey itself is the charm, patience, effort, and steam. Every clickety-clack is a nod to the pioneers and visionaries who built this nation. It's about simple pleasures, coffee as the world scrolls by, a meal in a dining car, or wind in your hair on the observation deck. This is travel as it was meant to be, an experience, not just a commute. There's a romance to it, the gentle rocking, the lonely whistle, the cinematic scenery. These railways tap into our collective memory and sense of adventure. They remind us the journey itself is the destination. In a world always rushing forward, riding these historic lines is a rediscovery of something essential. If you want to experience the Rockies, you take the train. The Rocky Mountaineer is a rolling spectacle, glass-domed coaches offering panoramic views. As the train winds through mountain passes, you're immersed in jaw-dropping scenery. The route is a highlight reel towering peaks, turquoise lakes, and powerful rivers. You'll pass through the spiral tunnels, an engineering marvel. On board, hosts share stories about the land and its wildlife. Keep your eyes peeled for grizzlies, elk, and eagles. The engineers slow down for sightings. The connection to nature is immediate and profound. Gourmet meals, impeccable service, and shared wonder make the onboard experience unforgettable. The Rocky Mountaineer is more than a train ride. It's a pilgrimage to the heart of the Canadian West. It's a journey that will stay with you forever. Out east, the Agawa Canyon Tour Train plunges into the wild heart of the Canadian Shield. Leaving Sault Ste. Marie, the world transforms into lakes, forests, and ancient granite. The train hugs hillsides and crosses trestle bridges over deep valleys. In fall, the landscape erupts in fiery reds and golds. A living painting. The highlight descending 500 feet to the canyon floor, a place unreachable by road. You have time to hike to lookouts or wander along the Agawa River, soaking in the silence. It's pure, unfiltered nature. This journey proves you don't need the Rockies to be awestruck. The Agawa Canyon Tour Train is a comfortable way to experience Ontario's raw beauty. It's a perfect escape for families, photographers, and anyone craving wilderness. On the Atlantic coast, Via Rails the ocean connects Montreal to Halifax in a legendary overnight trip. As the train leaves Montreal, cityscapes give way to rolling farmland, then to the rugged Maritimes. Night falls, and the train becomes your cozy home on wheels. Waking up, you're greeted by fishing villages, forests, and coastal views. The dining car buzzes with conversation, travelers from all walks of life sharing stories. Sometimes, local musicians bring a maritime kitchen party vibe on board. The ocean is about community, slow travel, and savoring the journey. It's time to read, reflect, and watch the world go by. Arriving in Halifax, you feel connected to the land, the culture, and the people. It's a classic Canadian experience everyone should have. The real magic of these journeys isn't just the breathtaking scenery or the rhythmic clatter of the rails. It's the people you meet along the way, each with their own story to tell. I met a German couple on the Rocky Mountaineer, 40 years married but never seen mountains like these. Their eyes sparkled with wonder as if they were seeing the world anew, hand in hand, sharing quiet laughter and memories as the peaks rolled by. A young family on the Agawa Canyon train watched their kids trade screens for waterfalls and hawks. The children pressed their noses to the glass, wide-eyed, discovering the thrill of nature in real time, their parents smiling at the rare sight of pure, unplugged joy. A Newfoundland woman on the ocean told me, "The plane is faster, but you don't meet anyone. On the train, you share a story." She spoke of friendships sparked over cups of tea, and how the gentle pace of the rails invites conversation between strangers. These trips break through the noise of modern life. The gentle sway of the carriage, the soft hum of conversation, and the ever-changing view outside create a space where time seems to slow down, and genuine connections can flourish. An amateur photographer captured his best shot of a moose from the train window. He'd spent years searching for that perfect moment, and it happened when he least expected it, surrounded by fellow travelers who cheered his luck and shared in his excitement. A history buff finally understood the challenges of the Fraser Canyon by riding through it. The stories he'd read came alive as he gazed out at the rugged cliffs, imagining the workers who carved the railway through such wild terrain. These aren't just vacations, they're transformative experiences. Each journey leaves a mark, changing the way you see the world and the people in it, creating memories that linger long after the train has reached its destination. The trains provide the track, but the passengers provide the heart. Laughter echoes down the corridors, stories are swapped over shared meals, and friendships are forged in the gentle rhythm of the rails. Every journey is a collection of stories, of connection, discovery, and wonder. Each person you meet adds a new chapter, a fresh perspective, and a reminder that travel is as much about people as it is about places. You become part of each other's adventure, even if just for a few hours or a single day. The kindness of strangers, the shared awe at a passing view, and the simple act of helping with a suitcase all become part of the story. The railway is a community on wheels, rolling through forests, mountains, and prairies, carrying with it a tapestry of lives and dreams woven together by the journey. It's about more than scenery. It's about the people you meet along the way, the stories you share, and the memories you create together. That's the true soul of the railway, the connections, the shared moments, and the sense that for a little while we're all traveling the same track together. Running a vintage railway is a labor of love and a commitment to preserving our heritage. Skilled craftspeople restore woodwork, polish brass, and keep these rolling museums alive. It's a battle against time and rust, won by passion and dedication. Supporting vintage railways means investing in our history. Many are run by non-profits and volunteers, unsung heroes who keep the trains running. Volunteers do everything from guiding tours to maintaining tracks. They're custodians of our past, deserving our thanks. Riding these trains is more than a scenic trip, it's a living history lesson. By choosing the rails, you help keep this legacy alive. The whistle of the steam engine continues because of people who care. In our fast-paced world, We've forgotten the joy of the journey. We're always in a rush, measuring life by how quickly we can get from one place to another, rarely pausing to appreciate the moments in between. Vintage train travel is the antidote, an invitation to slow down and be present. It's a gentle reminder that the journey itself can be just as meaningful as the destination, if not more so. On a train, you have the luxury of time, to read a book you've been meaning to start, to have real conversations with friends or strangers, or simply to let your mind wander. You can sit back and watch the world go by, noticing details you'd otherwise miss. The rhythm of the rails becomes a soothing soundtrack, inviting you to be fully present. The gentle motion is meditative, encouraging calm reflection. It's a rare chance to disconnect from the constant buzz of notifications and reconnect with yourself. You notice the light on the mountains, the shapes of clouds, the subtle changes in the landscape as you travel. Each moment is a new scene, unfolding just for you. You pass through tiny towns, each with its own story, its own charm. These glimpses remind us that every place, no matter how small, has a life and history worth noticing. This is slow travel, valuing experience over speed, savoring the richness of the journey rather than racing to the end. On a train, the landscape unfolds like a grand film, each window a moving canvas of nature and life. You witness the country's scale and diversity, from endless prairies to towering mountains, dense forests to rugged coastlines. Every mile brings a new perspective. Embracing this pace isn't wasting time, it's reclaiming it. It's about finding meaning in the journey, not just the arrival. The most memorable parts of life are often the journeys, not the destinations, the laughter, the stories, the quiet moments shared along the way. In a world that says hurry, the train reminds us to enjoy the ride, to find peace in the present, and to let go of the urge to rush. It's not just a better way to travel, it's a better way to live. It's about choosing presence over haste, and wonder over routine. Sometimes slowing down is the greatest adventure. When you embrace the journey, you discover that the ride itself is where the magic truly happens. So what are you waiting for? The history, the scenery, the magic? They're all waiting. This is your invitation to step onto the platform of adventure. Whether you're a history buff, nature lover, or just seeking something new, there's a vintage train journey for you. Imagine sipping coffee as you glide through the Rockies, hiking in Agawa Canyon, or waking up to Atlantic air. These aren't fantasies. They're real, accessible experiences. Create your own stories and memories that last a lifetime. By riding, you support heritage and the communities that keep these trains running. You help ensure the magic of Canadian railways inspires future generations. Connect with the soul of this country. See its beauty from the window of a train. Book your ticket, pack your bags, and leave your hurry at home. The whistle is blowing, the adventure is about to begin. All you have to do is get on board.